This video would be more aesthetically pleasing if I didn't have my top light on. The lighting in my room is usually like really dim, dark, but I don't think you'll be able to like see me like that. I don't know. I don't know why I'm explaining myself to you. Cause this is like our room. So like I don't know. Girl, who cares? I wanted to record in my bedroom. Okay, I didn't. I wanted to record outside, but it's been raining all day, and I could have did my usual thing where I grabbed like an umbrella and got to like talking and stuff like that. But um yeah, I just didn't want to do that. So yeah. Hopefully you can hear me. These are my earbuds that don't work. So I've been having a lot of hate in my heart lately. Like, I know we're supposed to be on like this whole like kumbaya trail and all these other things, but like, I have been such an angry person lately, and that's how I know I'm tired of everything. Is when I hate everything. I hate everyone. I was talking to my therapist. It's been like a month since I like spoke to her, but I was talking to my therapist, and I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I was like, explaining to her some situations, and I was like, I think I want to be alone for my birthday. I wanted to be alone for my birthday last year, so being alone for my birthday is not something that's like super out the ordinary. Is something that I usually prefer because I'm not like a big celebration type of person. Like, oh, like, celebrate. I'm out with a whole bunch of people. I'm around everyone that I love and people that love me, and this is blah, blah, blah. No, I just rather be alone, and I think I'm always going to prefer that, honestly. But I was just telling her, I was like, I feel like a lot of people. I told her that. Sorry, I'm getting zaps. Since I stopped taking my medication, my SSRIs, I began like these weird ass zaps, and it just like catches me off guard every time. I don't know what that's about, but anyway, back to the point of the video. I was telling her, I was like, it's really shitty when you go through so much change, and you know that you've changed a lot, but the people that you're usually around, it's like they feel like you're the same person, and it kind of just undermines all the things that you've been through to get to this point. Like, it reminds me of like the quote that goes like, no one knows how much violence it took for me to be this soft. I'm the opposite of that, okay? No one knows how much violence it took for me to just fight to want to stay here and to be the person that I am today. And I know like we're not supposed to seek validation for the change that like for the changes we make in our life and our change in character and all these other things, but it's not like no one wants to not be acknowledged for the fact that they changed. It's like when you go get your hair done and you come back and nobody compliments you on your hair, and then they be like, oh, I didn't even notice I got your hair done. I fucking hate when that happens. I really hate when that fucking happens. When I get my hair done and then someone's like, oh, I didn't even notice. Okay, how about you just don't talk to me? I'd rather you just not say anything. That I don't know. So something about that just feels so backhanded. And it's just like, okay. Anyway, but these zaps are so uncomfortable. Really hope you guys can hear me. I'm gonna be so pissy if you can't. I would have wasted like 4 minutes already talking, but I'm just gonna go ahead and commit to it. No, I'm gonna take it out. I'm worried now. But I want to say I'm not a hateful person, but I am. I feel like my videos, my older videos, give off a lot of kumbaya vibes, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not that like. I'm not that guy. I hate everything just a little bit. And I'm not saying this to be super angsty and different, but I remember the first time that I've articulated that feeling of just dread of everything around me, because everything is just so old to me and I just want newness all the time. But then, like, when I am presented with said newness, I'm just always uncomfortable. And it's not the newness that I want. That sentence is going to make someone's fucking head explode. Someone's gonna be in the comments and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I hate everything and everyone just a little bit. Like, I hold so much resentment towards the people around me because I'm just gonna be honest. I don't let shit go. I don't let nothing go. Okay, like everything that has hurt my feelings from to my awareness from the time that I was like 6 or 7 to 20 now, I haven't let the fuck go. Because why am I've been I was sent to this earth. I was put here. And then you just make me cry like that? Why would you do that? Not saying that I've never hurt anyone's feelings before, but this is all over the place. For the longest, I thought that I hated my life and myself, but I think I just hate everything around me. So I love that shift. Because like I'm just coming to the realization that maybe it's not me that I don't like. Maybe it's everything around me that I don't like. And it's just making me not like me for just being around it. Don't think this makes any sense. But I know when I watch this video, like 10 years from now, I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. My birthday is in 26 days. Oh, 25. Whoa. That's embarrassing. I thought today was August 31st, but now it's September 1st. My birthday's in 25 days. And I almost broke my streak of not recording every day for until my birthday. But I'm like, why does it record in my room? Like, and everything had to be so fucking aesthetic. Like, I had this idea that, oh, I wanna go clubbing and I wanna look pretty and I wanna be around people, but I honestly just wanna be around like 1 or 2 people and just call it a day. I enjoy my solitude more than anyone's company, and I think that is where a bit of my disdain for everyone comes from, because I just really love my own company. Like, there's no, like, I could just exist and I don't take offense to anything that I do, you know? I recently had like a conversation, and when I reflected on the things said to me in a conversation, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I want to be around people like you anymore. I'm being super vague on purpose, but it's such a slap in the face when you go through so much shit and people just have the nerve to throw up in your face these old versions of yourself that you no longer resonate with anymore. And I don't know if that's an attempt to just like play on your confidence or the esteem of this new person that you are, this newer version, or if it's just their weak attempt of trying to still resonate with you through a version of you that they connect with and that they know. But it's just so shitty because, like, I can recognize when people around me change, you know? Because I'm, why not be obviously attentive in a way where, like, I'm present every single conversation and I'm super dependable all the time. But I'm very intuitive to the people around me. I can notice when something hurts their feelings. Like, I can kind of communicate with them in a way where words aren't needed. Like with me, you don't have to state the obvious or explicits, and you don't have to verbalize much to me for me to get it, you know? And I think I'm getting at now that I say all of this out loud is that I wish I had a friend like me. That probably sounds very narcissistic, but I've I've been through a lot in my 20 years of living, and I would really love if I had someone like me in my corner, someone that I don't have to explain myself to, someone that I can keep around for all seasons of my life and go through all these changes, and they will still be here and they won't hold that much judgment towards me, but they're more so understand why, I guess. Like I would love to have like a friend where they see all this bad shit that I do, and they can see my chaos and see me fuck up, but they can see me do great and see me make progress, and it doesn't drastically change their opinion of me. Like I can say something dumb and they don't call me stupid, or I can make a mistake and they don't call me um irresponsible. I wish I had someone that I could just exist around, and it doesn't feel like I have to prove myself, you know? I'm getting to that age where I don't want to have to prove myself to any fucking one. And it's getting to a point where if I am around people like that, I'm like, yeah, we're probably not going to be as close anymore because I don't want to have to do that. You know, I used to agree with like people online on the internet where they would be like, "Why would I have you around if you give no if you add no worth to my life, or you're just not a part of this chapter in my life anymore?" Or what's that? I'm fucking it up. Like I'm trying. Okay, let me think. Like you have no value. You add no value to my life. Like what can you bring into my life? People that make friendship sound so transactional. I used to agree with that shit. I'm like, yeah. Why would I not want anyone in my life that adds anything? I feel like the way that we view friendship to be that transactional is probably the reason why a lot of us don't have friends. I'm gonna be so honest. I just don't believe in like the whole transactional thing. Like, I don't want someone to look at me and be like, "What are you adding to my life?" Bitch, nothing. I'm depressed. I can't even add nothing to my life. Like, I just want to be able to just be here, and then that's enough. You know? I used to think like that, but something changed in me where I'm just honestly, when I was like the lowest I've been in in my depression, I was a bad friend. And bad friend in terms of like I wasn't keeping up with people around me. I wasn't checking in with people. I would disappear. I wouldn't finish conversations. I wouldn't show up. And I think what hurt me a little bit is that I don't think anyone noticed. I think I don't think anyone at the time thought I was a bad friend, but I don't think anyone really thought much of me. Like, I know that phone works both ways, but I think something that's like just very shitty to realize is that like I feel like people notice more when you're a bad friend when you're not okay. And I think going through all of these things last year just it made me reevaluate the kind of support system that I want around me. Like I know like we want transaction and we want exchange. We want like what I do this for you, what are you gonna do for me? I just simply want community and support. I want to be like, hey, I'm having a bad day, and we can just like hang out or just binge watch like a a brain rotted ass TV show or Fleabag or something, or like You tell me you're having a bad day, and I bring your favorite food, and we just pig out on our favorite foods together, or I just listen to you talk about the same situation a million different times in the span of an hour until you out talk yourself and you feel better. Life is already complicated and hard and easy at the same time, and it's already chaotic. I think the last thing that I want is for someone to remind me that I'm not, remind me of someone that I'm not anymore. Like I don't want to be the funny friend anymore. I don't want to make jokes all the time to lighten the mood, or I don't want to have to be I don't want to have to communicate my feelings through sarcasm or just keep all my conversations surface level because I feel like I'm going to get laughed out the room or just be looked at as crazy and be like, "Are you okay? Like why are you dimming the mood down being human right now?" Being the funny friend is dehumanizing, and I've retired from that a long time ago, and I just don't want to be I don't want to be funny no more. This video is like all over the place, but I thought my video the other day was all over the place until like I woke up with like 120 something likes. I'm like, okay, so it didn't not make sense. People understood what I was saying, kind of. Got highlighter. You can't even see it. Don't worry about it. But one of the things I do look forward to of transferring schools is that I do look forward to, I want connection, you know? This contradicts my video yesterday about I'm super awkward. I didn't say I didn't want connection. Okay, I just said I'm really awkward. I'm very uncomfortable in social situations and relationship building because it takes intimacy that I'm just very uncomfortable with. But honestly, being around people that struggles with intimacy and the same way that I do and views it the same way that I do, it honestly doesn't make it better. Which is why I've mentioned in a previous video. I think it's like um my the problem with authenticity video is that I was around all these people that wasn't being real with themselves because I didn't want to be real with myself, or around people that just didn't want to exhibit much vulnerability, and because I didn't want to exhibit much vulnerability. And the place that I am at in life, seeing just how hard life can get and how dark it can be, I I want love. And I don't mean romantic love because honestly, like, love is love. That sounds so like slogany, but I want to feel loved and I want to feel seen and I want to feel heard. I want to feel valued. I want to be humanized. I don't want to have to worry if I'm being a shitty friend because I'm a little depressed and I just don't want to talk at the moment, you know? I want to be able to like make a mistake and be a mess and not have it thrown back up in my face. And that's what I want. There's been so many times where I've made so many mistakes, and again, I don't let shit go. So it's very hard for me to forgive. It's harder for me to forgive myself than it is for me to forgive other people that hurt me. It's hard for me to forgive myself when I hurt me and do things because like you knew that's gonna hurt you, so why did you do it? You know? It's just like you knew better, but you still chose against us and went against us anyway. There's been so many times where I just did fucked up things and made stupid mistakes, and the people around me just choose to just remind me of that, and to just as an attempt to just make me feel embarrassed and think that it's funny. And it's like, I don't really find that funny. I just find that really shitty that you keep bringing that up. I think that's part of the reason why I struggle with vulnerability and intimacy so much, is that I I don't trust people for that reason right there. There's been times where I just let myself be human and just humaned a bit too hard, and that one mistake is just defines me the entire time of my relationship with that person. And then it's just like, okay, so this is if this is all how you're ever going to see me, then I just rather us not be close anymore. I've been seen as an idiot. I've been seen as like delusional. I've been seen as stupid. I've been seen as a therapist. I feel like I've been seen as everything but a human. And I just wish, I wish people looked at me through empathetic eyes. I'm already hard on myself. I don't need somebody else being harder on me. Kind of reminds me of like tough love. Sometimes I don't want that either. Like, there's been so many times where I'm just like, okay, I know this tough love approach is supposed to work on me, but it's not. I'd rather you just be a shoulder for me to cry on, or I'd rather you just let me whine and bitch, because I might make the same mistake a few times, but I'm gonna get it right eventually. I'm just fucking up until I make the right. I'm just fucking up and making mistakes until I do the right things. But there's been times I've been met with so much tough love, and I'm like, I do not need that. Like, can you just give me a hug and I'll just be on my way? I just think I was so sensitive when I was a kid. I just think I was like super sensitive, like I was a crybaby or whatever, because I couldn't take a joke, and because like I just didn't have thick skin and tough skin. I couldn't push people harder than they pushed me, and I couldn't take a hit. But like, I'm starting to realize that maybe I was never sensitive as much as I think that I am. Maybe I'm just waking up to the idea that people around me are just shitty people, and I've been unfortunately damned and trapped on this earth with a bunch of shitty ass people. And they that looks at me like I'm sensitive. Really, they're just fucking shitty, and they're just hurting my feelings. Like, I used to hate being a kid and being called sensitive when someone would genuinely say something that hurt my feelings. And they wouldn't just say it once, they'll say it repeatedly. So I was like, okay, you seen that this hurt my feelings the first time, and you're saying it to me again the fourth time. You know I'm gonna cry. And like, usually, like, when you say that or whatever, people are like, it wasn't said to you so many times. Like, why does it hurt your feelings? Bitch, because it hurts my feelings. Like, it's gonna keep hurting my feelings. It doesn't change. It doesn't matter how many times you say or do something to me. I'm not gonna be much resilient. I'm just gonna be hurt every single time, because why are you making a point to hurt me when you know it's gonna hurt me? I don't think anything is making sense in this video, but there's been times where I met people that's more sensitive than me, and I'm just like, that's so that's so shitty. But I feel like it happened to a lot of us. We met since people that are more sensitive than us, and we're just like, whoa. You know, as a kid, like, being taunted and called a crybaby when something hurt me, it's actually so. I don't think we talk about how much that stays with you and follows you. The reason, one of the reasons, I think the main component as to why I struggle with vulnerability so much and just is because I've associated vulnerability with being weak for so long, and I've been associated with being weak since I was a child, that I don't know how. I have to reevaluate what I see as weak and what I see as strong. I've gotten better and I've like really thought about it more. Like, it took a lot of weakness for me to be as strong as I am today. It took a lot of weak moments, and it took a lot of crying for me to be as strong as I am now. And I remember telling my therapist that my sensitivity is something that I love about myself, but that I don't love about myself, because it makes me feel so. There's been more times where it made me feel weak more than it has made me feel strong and protected. And I hate that. It's something that I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life working through and understanding, because shit like this does not happen overnight. That's why I make it a point whenever I am like talking to someone I'm interested in. It's so hard for me to articulate and communicate why I have commitment issues and why I struggle with intimacy and vulnerability, because immediately when you say that, people say, oh, you're a player, you don't want to commit to one person, or or like you probably cheat, or you've avoided attachment issues. Baby, I'm just a wounded soldier, okay? I do have an avoidant attachment. But I'm just, it's hard to be weak in front of people after you've done that time and time again. And instead of your weakness being appreciated and acknowledged or whatever, it's been used to kind of just wound you. Like, I know there's been times where I tell people, hey, that hurt my feelings, I would appreciate if you didn't do that to me again. And communication used to be so hard for me, but there's been times where I did that, and those same people would just make a joke out of that and do it again. It's just like, okay, so now you're cut the fuck off, because clearly you think my feelings are a joke. There's so many times where I come across as stoic and a bit emotionally reserved. And it really sucks when sometimes you come across as if you don't care to people that you love. And you can't really explain to them, it's not that I don't care, it's just I care a lot, and this is just how I've grown accustomed to expressing my feelings. There's stoicism, which is stoic stupid. Oh my gosh, okay, that was genuinely funny to me. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. It really wasn't that funny, but that was fucking funny. Stoic stupid. I'm a genius for that. But this video is almost 30 minutes long. It doesn't feel like I've been talking for 30 minutes, but I think that's all I have to vent about. I hate everyone. I hate everyone because no one is like acknowledging the change that I went through, or that I've been through, and all this yada yada yada. Now I'm about to play Just to Impress on Roblox Pro and VIP server, because you little bitches don't vote and you fucking suck. Well, they don't vote in those servers either, but oh my gosh, like I was in one server and like a troll won first place, and I was waiting for people to complain about it. I'm like, you bitches are not voting. Like, the top person got 12 stars. I got into like an argument with this one kid because, you know, I'm not gonna touch on that because that's just gonna piss me off all over again. But I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. So bye. Say bye, Pablo. He looks raggedy, but it's because I sleep with him. I cuddle with him. I've cried with him. I've farted with him. I've done everything with him. So now we're about to fart and watch TV. Now we're about to fart and watch TV and play Dress to Impress. I think I want to watch Fleabag again. No, that's way too depressing. I don't know. I might watch Fleabag. I might watch The Frog. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Anyway, bye.